practice every week. But when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations, becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Tigers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Back to throw, it's Weaver. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Texas A&M going up tempo. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They start the season in the top 10, ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run play action. Under fire. That's it, fly. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Trying to take it back.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. He's got it again. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go to the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Anderson wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Tigers. They grab the early lead. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Finds the tight end, and he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking to throw again. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Anderson will throw. Got his man out of the backfield. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's McGooligan. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wide receiver going in motion. Anderson wants to throw. Buys a little time. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's McGooligan. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Anderson will throw. Makes the grab. Hard running there. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. LSU trying to convert a 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Makes it past the marker. Gashing the knee on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
And a big run for this offense. I tell you what, first game, first half, you want to create as many explosive runs, make the offense as easy as possible to start the season, and that will do it. Nice explosive play by this offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
There he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Anderson wants to throw. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fires to the big fella.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the score. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Here's the handoff. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. LSU quick to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Wants to adjust the pattern. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires downfield. Got his man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Snagged in the middle, H. Smith. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The short hands, it's Morris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking for a man. It's Weaver. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Peterson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe makes a grab past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Aggies in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Weaver. He's got him this time. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
The QB had all day to throw the football. That's the good news. The bad news is he couldn't find anybody open and couldn't deliver the ball to him. So let's see if they can get some chemistry going with the wide receiver and quarterback throughout this game.
It'll be third and long. And Anderson wants to throw. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. Vince, touchdown Aggies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Anderson will throw. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll move the wide receiver. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Kick is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner will be dragged down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The give to the tailback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's Weaver. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Off play action. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He fires a bullet to the right. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
On the run, it's Hill. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to throw. It's Weaver. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Aggies want to move quickly. Trying play action. Got a man. It's Smith. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.